Welcome to War Bios, the podcast that delves into the lives of history's most fascinating military figures. Today, we're going to explore the life and times of Flavius Stilicho, a Roman general who played a crucial role in shaping the fate of the Western Roman Empire. Born around 359 AD in the city of Constantinople, Stilicho's early life was marked by a unique blend of cultural influences, military training, and imperial patronage. As we journey through the formative years of Flavius Stilicho, we find ourselves in the midst of a tumultuous period in Roman history. The empire was still reeling from the devastating defeat at the Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD, where the Roman legions were decimated by the Goths. This catastrophic loss had exposed the vulnerabilities of the Roman Empire and highlighted the need for effective military leadership to counter the growing threats from external enemies. Stilicho's family background was a fascinating mix of Roman and barbarian influences. His father, a Roman officer of Vandal descent, had served in the imperial army, while his mother was a Roman woman of noble birth. This blend of cultures would serve Stilicho well in his future endeavors as he navigated the complex web of alliances and rivalries that defined the late Roman Empire. As a young boy, Stilicho would have grown up surrounded by the sights and sounds of military life. His family's connections to the Roman army meant that he was exposed to the art of warfare from an early age, learning the intricacies of tactics and strategy from experienced veterans who had fought in numerous campaigns across the empire. The city of Constantinople, with its bustling streets and vibrant markets, would have provided a rich cultural backdrop for Stilicho's early life, as he absorbed the diverse traditions and customs that defined the Eastern Roman Empire. Stilicho's education, while not extensively documented, would have likely followed the traditional Roman curriculum, with a focus on developing his skills in rhetoric, philosophy, and military tactics. He would have studied the works of great Roman authors, such as Caesar and Cicero, and learned to appreciate the importance of discipline, loyalty, and duty. The young Stilicho would have also been trained in the arts of war, learning how to wield a sword, ride a horse, and command troops with confidence and authority. As Stilicho entered adulthood, he found himself drawn into the orbit of the Emperor Theodosius I, who ruled the Eastern Roman Empire from 378 to 395 AD. Theodosius, recognizing the young man's potential, took Stilicho under his wing, providing him with opportunities for advancement and mentorship. This period marked the beginning of Stilicho's ascent through the ranks of the Roman military, as he quickly distinguished himself through his bravery, strategic thinking, and leadership abilities. The historical context of Stilicho's early years was defined by the tumultuous reign of Theodosius I, who struggled to maintain control over a vast and fragmented empire. The emperor's efforts to reform the Roman army and restore the empire's borders would have had a profound impact on Stilicho's development as a military leader, as he learned to navigate the complex web of alliances and rivalries that defined the late Roman Empire. One notable event that would have had a significant impact on Stilicho's early life was the Battle of Adrianople, where the Roman legions suffered a devastating defeat at the hands of the Goths. This catastrophic loss would have highlighted the vulnerabilities of the Roman Empire and the need for effective military leadership to counter the growing threats from external enemies. The aftermath of this battle would have seen Stilicho's family and friends grappling with the consequences of defeat as they struggled to come to terms with the new reality of a weakened empire. As we explore Stilicho's early life, it becomes clear that his unique blend of cultural influences, military training, and imperial patronage would serve him well in his future endeavors. His exposure to the complexities of Roman politics, combined with his experiences as a soldier, would have provided him with a deep understanding of the challenges facing the empire and the skills necessary to address them. With his early life marked by a unique blend of cultural influences, military training, and imperial patronage, Flavius Stilicho was poised to make a significant impact on the world of 4th-century warfare. As we move forward in time, we find Stilicho at the forefront of Roman military affairs, playing a crucial role in shaping the fate of the Western Roman Empire. Theodosius I, recognizing Stilicho's exceptional abilities, appointed him as the Magister Militum, or Master of the Soldiers, a position that granted him supreme command over the imperial army. One of Stilicho's most notable achievements was his victory over the Goths at the Battle of Pollentia in 402 AD. The Goths, led by the formidable King Alaric, had been ravaging Italy, leaving destruction and chaos in their wake. Stilicho, determined to put an end to their depredations, marched his army towards Pollentia, where he engaged the Goths in a fierce battle. The outcome of the battle was far from certain, as both sides suffered heavy losses. However, Stilicho's tactical genius and the bravery of his soldiers ultimately tipped the scales in favor of the Romans. The Goths were defeated, and Alaric was forced to retreat, his plans for conquest foiled once again. This victory cemented Stilicho's reputation as a brilliant military commander, earning him widespread acclaim and recognition throughout the empire. His success at Pollentia also marked a significant turning point in the history of the Western Roman Empire, as it halted the Gothic advance and provided a much-needed respite for the beleaguered Italian provinces. Stilicho's subsequent campaigns against the Goths and other barbarian tribes only added to his laurels, as he demonstrated an unwavering commitment to defending the empire's borders and upholding its honor. His military prowess was matched by his diplomatic skills, as he negotiated treaties and alliances with various barbarian leaders, seeking to secure peace and stability in a turbulent world. Theodosius I, who had come to regard Stilicho as a trusted advisor and friend, relied heavily on his counsel in matters of state and war. Together, they worked tirelessly to reform the Roman army, introducing new tactics and strategies that would enable it to counter the growing threats from external enemies. As we explore Stilicho's remarkable achievements, it becomes clear that he was a true statesman, capable of balancing military power with diplomatic finesse. His unwavering dedication to the empire and its people earned him the respect and admiration of his contemporaries, who recognized in him a leader of uncommon ability and vision. The historical context of Stilicho's campaigns is crucial to understanding the complexities of his time. The Western Roman Empire was facing numerous challenges, from internal power struggles to external threats from barbarian tribes. The empire's economy was also under strain, as trade and commerce were disrupted by the constant warfare and instability. Despite these challenges, Stilicho remained resolute, using his military genius and diplomatic skills to navigate the treacherous landscape of Roman politics and warfare. His legacy would be felt for centuries to come, as he left behind a testament to the enduring power of Roman civilization and the indomitable spirit of its people. As we move forward in time, we find Stilicho facing new challenges and struggles that would ultimately lead to his downfall. Despite his many successes, Stilicho had made powerful enemies within the empire, who resented his influence and sought to undermine his authority. The court of Emperor Honorius, who had succeeded Theodosius I, was a hotbed of intrigue and plotting, with various factions vying for power and position. One of Stilicho's most significant challenges came from the imperial chamberlain, Olympius, who had risen to prominence through his cunning and ambition. Olympius was determined to destroy Stilicho, whom he saw as a rival and a threat to his own power. He began to spread rumors and half-truths about Stilicho, accusing him of treason and disloyalty to the emperor. Stilicho, aware of the growing opposition against him, sought to strengthen his position by forming alliances with other powerful figures within the empire. He negotiated with the barbarian leader, Alaric, who had become a key player in the politics of the Western Roman Empire. However, this move was misinterpreted by Olympius and his supporters, who saw it as evidence of Stilicho's treachery. The situation came to a head in 408 AD, when Stilicho was accused of plotting against the emperor and was subsequently arrested and executed. The charges against him were likely fabricated, but they were enough to seal his fate. With Stilicho out of the way, Olympius and his supporters were able to consolidate their power and dominate the imperial court. The fall of Stilicho had far-reaching consequences for the Western Roman Empire. Without his leadership and military genius, the empire was left vulnerable to external threats and internal instability. The Goths, who had been held at bay by Stilicho's victories, began to make gains once again, and the empire was eventually sacked in 410 AD. As we reflect on the life and career of Flavius Stilicho, it becomes clear that he was a complex and multifaceted figure, driven by a deep commitment to the empire and its people. Despite his many achievements, he was ultimately brought down by the forces of intrigue and betrayal that plagued the imperial court. His legacy, however, endures, serving as a testament to the enduring power of Roman civilization and the indomitable spirit of its people. In the words of the historian Edward Gibbon, the fall of Stilicho was a fatal blow to the Western Empire, which was now exposed to the mercy of the barbarians. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.